All right. Namaste, everyone, and welcome to this full moon meditation. Before we start, let us ask for divine blessings to the Supreme God, to the Divine Father, Divine Mother, to Lord Mahaguruji Mailing, to Master Chua Koksui, to all the great ones, all the holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, healing ministers, spiritual helpers, to the beings of light, and to all the great ones. We thank you for your divine guidance, help, healing, and protection. Thank you for your divine love and mercy. Thank you for blessing us with an open mind, a flexible mind, a learning mind. Thank you for blessing us with inner strength and courage that we may continue on the spiritual path. Thank you for blessing us with humility, self-honesty, and good self-esteem. Thank you for all your grace and blessings. Thank you also for the blessings of prosperity and abundance. Thank you for the blessings of physical healing and inner healing. Thank you for blessing us with a kind and generous heart, an intelligent mind, and a powerful will that we may serve others. In full faith, we thank you. All right, so welcome once again. Now, as usual, we connect every full moon. And for those who are new, why do we do this? Just to give a quick background, the full moon is a time when there is an increased downpour of energy on Earth. And we use this as an opportunity to first purify ourselves, because imagine if you are under a small tap versus under a waterfall, right? So if you're under a waterfall, likelihood that there is increased force of water and there is more that can be cleaned, isn't it? So we use this opportunity to, it's a spiritual opportunity to purify ourselves, to not only purify, but also get energized. It's like the way Master explained, it is a time of opportunity or a time of crisis, depending on which side you are on. It is a crisis because, by the way, in some traditions, in some cultures, they consider that the full moon is they don't expose themselves to the energy of the full moon or the light of the moon. They consider that to be not so good, right? Maleficent. And they believe that it triggers or it increases their negative quality. Well, guess what? They are in a way right. But they are right because they are not consciously making an attempt. They are not really on the spiritual path and trying to overcome their weaknesses. They're not really essentially trying to develop their virtues or character building. And the way Master explained is, now imagine if you have a small cup, a big mug or a jar, and a big drum, and you take all of these to a seashore and you fill them up. Guess what? Which one will have the most water? Obviously the drum. So on a day like this, depending on which chakra is already overactivated, the energy will go there more. And whether we like it or not, with many people who are maybe still struggling with their emotions, still having a lot of negative thoughts or negative attitude towards life, or they're full of anger or resentment and so on and so forth, that chakra is big, or that aspect is big. So that's where the energy go more, and that gets magnified. So without proper awareness, this becomes a crisis. Oh, it's a full moon again. Oh. But for people who are aware of this as an opportunity, they'd say, oh, wow, it's a full moon. I can focus on to developing my heart, which is, to develop my love aspect, kindness, compassion, joy, happiness, humor, all of that, so that the energy goes more, and that's what will grow more. So it's an opportunity, right? Um, Now, we always, before we uh, do the meditation, we always try to cover some topic. Master said that on this day, you should try and share some spiritual knowledge with people, because the energy is so good that these teachings go deeper. And of course, hopefully they will help us. So, the topic for tonight is, I mean, it's a very catchy phrase, I guess, but owning your monsters. Now, what are these monsters? First, let's understand what these monsters about, and why do we need to own them for that matter. Recently, we had Diwali, right? And we talked about the victory of light over darkness, victory of Lord Rama over Ravana, right? And it is just, of course, it's a very nice story, and there is a nice mythology around it and so on. But in a deeper sense, the light, or Lord Rama, represents the goodness, and Ravana, with his 10 heads, represents the so-called evil qualities. Even though we know that Ravana had many good qualities, but he also had many which actually turned into bad, right, because of the pride and so on. And not only in this mythology, of course, we all already know about the story of the Mahabharata, right? And the symbology behind the various characters, the Kauravas and the Pandavas and all the other characters. It is it is symbolizing the inner battle. The Pandavas are the good qualities, and the Kauravas are the not so good qualities, right? That the Pandavas win over. So it is still the same. We are trying to understand here that, and if you go to, like, say, Greek mythology, for example, some of you have heard the word or the name called Hercules, right? So there is a whole story around it. There are so many um battles that he goes for as an individual. Of course, Hercules symbolizes the soul, and the various battles are nothing but each of the uh, battle that we go through, right? Each one of us being a soul, and the kind of monsters that he encounters and wins over. So they are just symbols of qualities within us. Okay. Now, if you purely focus on the story, you see Rama, and separately there is another character called Ravan. You have Kauravas, you have Pandavas, right? Or you have Hercules versus the monster, for example. When you see it that way, you will have a sense of otherness. Okay, me versus him, or Hercules versus monster, right? This guy versus this guy, Rama versus Ravana. So it tends to give us a sense of otherness, separateness. Okay. And it is perceived that the so-called enemy is actually outside. But when we study this deeper and we try to reflect that, okay, these, um, when we are on the spiritual path, we become aware of our weaknesses. And weaknesses means, there are certain things that we need to improve. Okay. And we need to face them. What does that mean? What is the meaning of facing them? But let's take a step back first. Whenever there is a suffering, the first or the most general tendency for many of us is to blame others, pointing the fingers and not owning it, or not acknowledging or admitting it. Okay. Now, what we don't realize is that when we face difficulties, when we have the weaknesses, they're actually potentialities of the soul. If you carefully think about it, each time we exhibit a weakness or a so-called character flaw, it just simply means that that's the area where the soul needs to improve. So they are in front of us, meaning by doing something wrong can also, and if we are careful about it, if we are reflective and observant about it, we could say, hey, okay, you know what, I made this mistake. Oh, I need to improve here. Now, as we improve, as we take steps to improve ourselves, the soul itself grows. Example, whenever you're angry about something, then the anger tells you where your boundaries are. Okay, maybe there's possible, maybe some of you have noticed that, let's say on a given day, you have meditated, you're having a nice day, you're peaceful, you're going about your work, everything is good. Suddenly, something happens which triggers you and you're angry or irritated. So if you take a spiritual approach to it, you'll say, okay, what is my trigger? What is it when something is happening which is making me angry? So you become aware of your current boundaries, and as you reflect, as you observe, as you purify and change yourself, your boundaries become better and bigger. There would be lesser situations where maybe you will get angry. Another example is, if you have jealousy towards something or someone, it is actually telling you where do you want to be. That's when you are jealous, all of us, right? Including me, by the way. If we are jealous about something or someone, that arises because it actually is trying to tell you, if you again take a spiritual approach to it, it is trying to tell you, hey, that's where I want to be. Your fear is telling you or showing you the path of your greatest growth. So these are the potentialities of the soul, where the soul needs to grow. So when we talk about Ravana and his 10 heads, or the monster which Hercules, for example, was the monster called Hydra, okay, which had 9 heads, 9-headed monster. They had actually nothing but the potentialities where the soul needs to grow, right? But when does this growth happen? The growth can only happen when we stop pointing fingers at others. First of all, when we point fingers because of you, something happened, or because of you, because of you, because of you, guess what is happening? You will somehow have the victim mindset. The victim mindset. Every time you put it on somebody's head, okay, it is because of this, it is because of that, you're losing the power to change. Because when you cannot change everybody else, right? You cannot change the whole world. So every time you keep doing that, you're losing that power to change. But every time you own it, it gives you the power, it gives you the control, because that is what you can change. Now, maybe it has happened to you that when you observe something filthy, something dirty, there is, I mean, you normally don't want to touch it, right? Oh, it's dirty. I mean, let's not keep away. But if you say, this is my monster, these are uh, my weaknesses, my tendencies, and you don't disown it, and then you can win over that through surrender. Master used to say, Sometimes some of our weaknesses we are not able to overcome on our own. So what do? You offer them. The monster, the so-called monsters, can be won through humility. First of all, to acknowledge, to say, "Ah, I mean, I don't know everything. I do not, I cannot do everything." So, Master says, when you're struggling with something, or a difficult situation, or a tendency, or a quality which is difficult for you to overcome, you surrender. You surrender to the will of your higher soul. You surrender to higher beings and God, and you say, well, I cannot do this on my own. I offer these weaknesses to you. My limitations are not the limitations of my higher soul. My limitations are not the limitations of God and the higher beings. It is through humility that we can overcome certain tendencies like these. So the question that you would ask as a spiritual aspirant is, first of all, if there are areas of your life which you are struggling with, the first inquiry you may want to do is there something that I am not yet owning or admitting? Okay? Without that, without that awareness, there can never be the change, the transformation, the solution that we seek. Right? Now, remember one thing, there is a one golden rule. When something happens, and we blame others, we try to rationalize. Every time we rationalize, or the moment you rationalize, growth stops. Remember that. But every time you ask the question, okay, is there something that I am not yet acknowledging? Acknowledging means, first of all, or owning, meaning maybe you're even aware, okay, there are something, but you kind of disown it. No, 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 this is not me. I'm not a bad person. I'm not cruel. When we look at the humanity, and there are so many uh, attributes that as a humanity that we uh, exhibit, and you say, oh, that guy is bad, that guy is bad, but guess what, we are part of the same humanity, right? What we do not realize is we could be contributing to that also. So that is in the larger sense, but from your own life perspective, what is it that you're not yet acknowledging? Number one. Number two, what have I contributed to this difficulty? What is it that I have contributed with this difficulty? Because again, when we acknowledge that okay, it's possible that I may have done something which is resulting in this situation. Okay. So these inquiries, of course, it is possible that you may get answers soon, but this is not a one-time inquiry, because as we go through life, we keep on adding experiences, thoughts, emotions. Some are created by us, some are projected by others from outside, and they keep accumulating within us, right? So this is not a one-time inquiry. This is something which, when we try to live as a soul, and we face things, and whether we like it or not, we all face certain situations. So we ask, what have I done to contribute? And because when you ask that, then obviously you will not contribute it next time, right? So without that awareness, you will not have the transformation of your life. Because life is what you make out of it. It's a consequence of all the choices that you've made. Not only in this lifetime, but in other lifetimes also. Whatever we have chosen to do. So it's a sum total of all of that. Okay. And when you own it and you say, okay, yeah, I have gone through lifetimes, I have accumulated things, I have done some things, So you accept it, you own it, and then you take care of it. Don't point to others, and not even point others to own their weaknesses. It's not about, hey, I was in this class, I was in this session, they talked about nice monsters and weaknesses. Hey, you should take care of it. When a mirror is given to you, the mirror is for your own reflection. Do not start showing the mirror to others. Oh, see this mirror, you have this weakness. This mirror is for you. Okay? It is easy to meditate, it is easy to study, but to live spiritual life, to live spiritual principles is the hardest part. The virtues. Because, you know, your body will tell you, hey, I want to sleep extra 10 minutes. That 10 minutes become half an hour or 1 hour. Your meditation time is gone. Your astral body will tell you, hey, I don't feel inspired enough. Your mental body will tell you, hey, I can't concentrate enough. So these are the tendencies. Like, in our mythologies, there are very interesting stories about it. Again, they are symbolic. For example, when Lord Rama came back from his studies, he was new in his kingdom. I mean, after the studies, he came back and joined his father. And there was a rishi, I forgot his name, I think Vishwamitra or somebody, who comes and asks Dashrath, I want Ram to come and help me because there are some, monsters who are, or devils and so on, who are not allowing me to perform my yajna, right? And then Ram goes, kills those guys, so that the rishi is able to do the puja or the havan or the yajna, and it is now complete. While it's a nice story, but if you think about it, there are many situations in your life which keep pulling you away from your spiritual practices. Oh, today, oh, today this happened, today that happened, tomorrow something else will happen. So I have to take just 2 minutes phone call, just one email, just this WhatsApp message, just this, just that. We don't realize these are the same devils or the monsters which are preventing us to progress. Okay. So this, the first aspect is to own. Second, what will also happen is, as happens, like for example, again, I'm just keep going back to the story of Rama and Ravana, of course, because we recently had our Diwali festival, so that is fresh in my mind. For example, I think when the fight happened between Rama and Ravana, every time Rama would cut one of the heads, another head would grow, another, another. Oh, that is interesting. Good story. What does that mean? When we do character building, we remove certain weaknesses or a part of the weaknesses. It will happen that we become aware of more that we need to purify, that we need to remove from within us. It's like when the room is dark or there is light only in one corner, you can see only much. But when you have a bigger light, oh, now you can see the entire room. Guess what? Every time when we purify ourselves, there is the inner light which becomes brighter. So with more light, we are able to see more. So sometimes some of you may have experienced this also. How come I used to be a nice, quiet, calm person, and I've been meditating. Of lately, how come I'm becoming more angry? Or whatever, some other such experiences. It's the same thing. You have to understand that weaknesses are in layers. We have taken lifetimes to accumulate those tendencies. So it will take some time. So every time you peel off one layer, another layer comes up. No, you peel that off, another one comes up. You peel that off, another one comes up. So we all need to use our mind to analyze the difficulties, the so-called monsters, and then, which is what comes through inner reflection from resolution. Most of you probably are pranic healers. There is a technique that Master has taught us about inner reflection and firm resolution. That is, first of all, use of the mind. But then you also have to meditate. Why? Because you also need the light, right? What it means is the so-called spiritual light comes from the intuitional body. Mind is the intellect. But we also need the light of the intuition, which comes from the higher planes. It's like, okay, I know this, but I don't understand this. I know what's happening, but I do not have insight to understand what to do about it, how to overcome this. So we need to meditate. When that happens, not only you become aware, you also have the insight into what do you need to do. How can you overcome certain tendencies, right? And mind can understand why a situation is happening in my life. Okay? And then you make the changes. And the last part, as we do it for ourselves, you know the beauty of it? The beauty of it is, as you do so, more and more and more and more, it is first of all possible that you will be able to overcome so-called monsters, but then later it transmutes this tendency that you have within yourself to do it for yourself. You become aware, hey, it's not just me, but others also are struggling. I have been through the journey. Oh, okay. I was able to overcome some of my monsters, some of my weaknesses. Then you will have the tendency to help others. Because then only you can help others, right? Because you've been through it. You'll understand that my struggle are the same as the struggles of the others also. And you develop that compassion to others. Hey, let me help you. So as you grow, you also automatically develop the tendency to pull others upwards with you. Okay? Okay, let me help you. Because whether we like it or not, where we all want to grow, we all want to improve, have a better life, more prosperity, more good health, and so on and so forth, better relationships and peace and everything else. No conflicts and whatever. But again, if you just think about yourself, you are not looking at the bigger picture. We are part of the one body, the humanity as a single spiritual disciple. And without everybody else changing, you will never have what you want to really have for yourself. So it is imperative. It is quite natural. It is becomes, I don't know, for the lack of better word, your dharma automatically. That okay, hey, let me pull others up along with me. And we have the journey to travel. Okay, so that's a little about the monsters. Hope you could understand something. By the way, some of the mythologies, they have these common monsters. In different mythologies, they talk about the same thing more or less. For example, pride. For example, greed, lust, right? Or cruelty, or power, desire for power, and so on. Fear. Now, as a spiritual disciple, your 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 strength comes from the conviction that life will take care of you. Life will take care of you. You have to have that conviction. And when you orient your life towards higher purposes, you will notice that your fears are disappearing. When you have power, you are in a position of authority. What you need to do is you need to give your group, for example, the vision, the direction to go, the objectives. But it does not mean that you start imposing your will, um, imposing your own choices to them, right? You have to give people freedom to express, to grow. Okay. Um, Otherwise, the the penalty of the misuse of power is loneliness. Loneliness. People will leave you. Anyway, these are just a couple of examples. You could obviously Google it, the various heads of so-called monsters, and maybe a bit of reflection on if you have those qualities. Cruelty does not mean suddenly, you are holding a sword and cutting. Sometimes cruelty is expressed through words, even through the thoughts. So be careful. Um, Again, if you say, no, 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 these are not my weaknesses, you are not owning them. You are not owning them. We are all part of humanity. So humanity's problems are also our problems. All right, shall we? Let's do a short meditation. We hope all of you have done your exercises, at least a little bit. If not, just take a few seconds, just get up quickly, shake your body, um, just, to shrug off any used up energy. Maybe just 10, 15 seconds or 20 seconds, and then we will uh, meditate. Okay? All right. So let us begin. We, we use usually the great invocation prayer for our meditations. Of course, there is also the meditation on twin hearts and the prayer of Saint Francis of Assisi. Close your eyes. Keep your tongue connected to the roof of your mouth. Put a gentle smile on your face and center yourself. Be aware of the center of your heart. And take a few breaths. With each breath, you become aware of the increasing peace, calmness, stillness. It is in the stillness that we develop intuition. As we learn to Be in the silence. Allow the impressions to come. Do not will anything, just be aware. Raise your hands in blessing. Visualize Mother Earth in front of you. Now be aware of your Agnya Chakra, the center between the eyebrows. Visualize a point of light in your Agnya and visualize two other points of light, one on your left, one on the right of the Agnya, as if it is forming a triangle. This is the triangle of light. Be aware that this triangle is shining like a silver. Be aware of the silver light or a silver triangle. Now visualize that your triangle is connected with a network of triangles. There are a vast network of triangles covering the entire earth. Silently or verbally repeat after me the great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. Be aware of light coming down in the middle of your triangle, spreading throughout your triangle. Now circulate this light, this energy 3 times, starting from your Agnya Chakra, rotate it clockwise, looking from above. 1, 2, and 3. And share it with the entire earth. Oh, be aware that light is going down to the earth, into the Agnya Chakra of every person, every being. This light symbolizes wisdom, intelligence, discernment. Now be aware of your forehead chakra. Visualize a point of light on your forehead. Now form a triangle. Visualize a point on the left of your forehead, one on the right, forming a triangle. This is the triangle of love. Now be aware that this is a golden triangle. Visualize it is connected with the vast network of golden triangles connected to the forehead chakra of all the people. And this network is completely covering the entire earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. Let love descend on earth. Let may Christ return to earth. Now be aware of the energy of love coming down in the middle of your triangle, spreading throughout your triangle. Circulate this energy 3 times clockwise, looking from above, starting from your forehead. 1, 2, and 3. And share it with the entire earth. We will chant Om. Oh. Visualize the energy of love going into the heart chakras of every person, every being, activating the heart. Now be aware of your crown on top of your head. Visualize a point of light on your crown. And then visualize 2 other points of light, one on the left, one on the right, forming a triangle connected to the point of light in your crown chakra. This is the triangle of will, power, goodwill, will to do good, will to sacrifice, will to serve. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the human beings. The purpose which the masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the will to do good descend on earth. Let goodwill and the will to do good descend on all the human beings and all the beings. Be aware of the energy coming down in the middle of your triangle, spreading throughout your triangle, spreading throughout the network. Now circulate this energy 3 times clockwise, looking from above. 1, 2, and 3. And share this energy with the entire earth. We will chant Om again. Oh. Now be aware of your Agnya and forehead and the triangles of these. By the way, the triangle on the crown looks like diamond, sparkling diamond. Anyway, now focus on your Agnya and forehead. Be aware of the triangles. From the center, which we call the race of men, let the plan of love, be aware of your forehead, and light, Agnya, work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Oh. Oh. Let light, Agnya, love, forehead, and power, crown, descend on earth. Let light, love, and power restore the divine plan on earth. So be it. We will do the great invocation once again, this time with less instructions. Remember, in the first stanza, be aware of your Agnya, form the triangle, silver. Second stanza, be aware of your forehead, form the golden triangle. On the crown, diamond, a triangle of diamond. Let us begin. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. Let light descend in the middle of the triangle. Circulate it 3 times. Share it with the entire earth. Oh, from the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. Let love descend on earth. May Christ return to earth. Be aware of the energy of love coming down. Circulate it. Share it with the entire earth. Oh, from the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men. The purpose which the masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the will to do good descend on earth. Be aware of the energy of goodwill coming down. Circulate it. Oh, from the center which we call the race of men, the human race, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Oh, oh, let light, love, and power restore the divine plan on earth. So be it. We'll do it one more time. Now this time I will be only speaking the words of the prayer. Remaining steps, do it on your own. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. Oh, from the point of love within the heart of God, Let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. Oh, from the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men. The purpose which the holy masters know and serve. Oh, from the center, which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out. May it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the divine plan on earth. Let light and love and power manifest, anchor the divine plan on earth. So be it, so be it, so be it. We will chant Om 3 times. Be aware of the crown first. Oh, forehead. Oh, Agnya. Oh, be to all. Blessings be to all. Blessings be to all. May all the sentient beings in the higher worlds, middle worlds, lower worlds, in all dimensions, in all directions, be blessed with compassionate, purifying light and soothing, healing energies. So be it. May every person, every being on Mother Earth be blessed with physical healing, with inner healing, with love, with peace, with forgiveness, with hope and faith, with light and joy. So be it. Oh, be aware of your heart and crown. Visualize the aura of the earth turning pinkish golden. Let all the nations be blessed. May all the people on Mother Earth be blessed, especially those who are suffering. May every person, every being be blessed. So be it. May they be soothed of their pain, sorrow, and suffering. So be it. May they be blessed with hope and faith, with an inner knowing that there is a better tomorrow. So be it. May the whole of mineral kingdom be blessed. May the whole of plant kingdom be blessed. May the whole of animal kingdom be blessed. The whole of humanity be blessed. May the whole of angelic kingdom be blessed. So be it. May all the people on earth be blessed with love, with peace, with wisdom, with compassion and generosity. So be it. With inner strength and courage to overcome their negative tendencies. So be it. May every person, every being be blessed without exception. So be it. May the sources of our food and water be blessed. So be it. May the air that we breathe be blessed, be filled with peace. So be it. May all the nature spirits, all the angelic beings of earth be blessed. So be it. May all the nature spirits and the angelic beings of water, fire, the sky be blessed. So be it. Now bless your city where you live. Shower the entire city with peace and love. Visualize the energies of peace and love are going down into the ground, deep, deep below the ground. Send the energies of peace and love to the ground below you. Even if you are living on a higher floor in some apartments, just be aware that or visualize that you are sitting on the ground and sending the energy deep into the earth. Let the energies of peace and love go deep down into the earth and transmute the past energies of hatred, conflict, anger. The whole of Mother Earth be healed, be rejuvenated, revitalized. So be it. Now be aware that the transmuted energies are coming out of the earth, of the ground, in the form of love, peace, happiness, and bathing every person. So be it. Your entire family, your home, be blessed with peace, with love, with happiness, with joy, with togetherness. So be it. With tolerance and patience. So be it. With flexibility, forgiveness. So be it. With harmony, with trust. So be it. With healing. So be it. With prosperity and abundance. So be it. With success. So be it. May all of you be blessed with divine light, divine love, divine power, with peace, with harmony, progress, with spirituality, with abundance. So be it. May all your life be blessed. So be it. May you be blessed with tremendous inner strength to overcome the weaknesses. May you be blessed with purity of motives and clarity of mind in all areas of your life. So be it. May all your goals, your wishes. Now, just be aware of your wishes. If you have your Kriya Shaktis, keep them in front of you or your wish list. If even if you have not them written down, just be aware of them in your mind. Visualize the end result. In the name of Supreme God, in the name of Lord Mahaguruji Mailing, in the name of Master Chua Koksui and all the higher beings, may all your wishes be blessed. May they be materialized fully, properly, and rapidly. So be it. May all your rightful wishes be blessed and materialized. So be it. With God, all is possible. Now, just be aware of one of your difficulties. It could be any difficult aspect of your life, or if something that you want to sacrifice as a weakness, just be aware of that. And then put your hand in the offering mudra, in the offering posture. You say, Lord, I humbly offer this part of my life, this aspect of my life to you. You can name your weakness or whatever you want to sacrifice. Then you say, please heal this aspect of my life on my own. I am not much capable, but my limitations are not your limitations. I humbly offer this part of my life to you. Keep your hands in the receiving posture, palms facing upwards. Be aware of the blessings coming down. Say, Lord God, to all the higher beings, to my teacher, Master Choa Kok Sui, to all the spiritual teachers, all the holy gurus, holy masters, to all the higher beings, to all the great ones, to all the holy angels, spiritual helpers. We thank you for your priceless blessings. Let's be still, be aware, and continue to receive the blessings. So be it. With thanks and in full faith. So it is. All right. Now put your hands down with your palms facing downwards. Let's just do a bit of rooting. Be aware of the base of your spine and the soles of your feet. Visualize light from the base of your spine and the soles of your feet going down into the earth, spreading throughout the earth, going down, down, down. Let all the excess energy be released into Mother Earth. You say, may Mother Earth be blessed, be healed, be revitalized. So be it. I am connected and rooted, Mother Earth. So be it. So be it. And so it is. to the Supreme God, to Lord Mahaguruji Mailing, to Master Chua Koksui, to all the great ones, all the holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, healing ministers, spiritual helpers, to the beings of light, and to all the great ones. We thank you for your priceless blessings. Thank you in full faith. You may gently open your eyes with a big smile. Gently massage your face, massage your scalp, your, head area, your shoulders, your liver, your kidneys, your legs. And after the session, please do your physical exercises to release all the excess energy that your body may not be able to absorb or does not need. Okay. So thank you for joining us for this meditation. We thank you for your contribution to the blessings of Mother Earth. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Atma. Namaste.